Now we're going to switch over to the energy market. So let's move out of this right over here, the US dollar versus Canadian, and put up /CL. Now, the US dollar, the light crude market has benefited from a strange occurrence. I almost did the special on the energy market because I think it's topping. And I think that the market was moving up because the OPEC Plus was struggling to make a deal. The UAE wanted to produce all the oil they wanted to produce. They felt they were not getting a fair share. And the market saw that as the OPEC being tough, and they weren't going to meet the demands that were coming around the world from the newly expanding economies after the pandemic. Except that's not what happens historically. What happens historically is that when OPEC struggles, then it really is indicative of the fact that they all really need to produce more oil. Their oil demands are hugely high, their money demands are hugely high, and it all comes from the energy market that they spend, the energies that they collect money on, whether it be oil or natural gas, in all of those heavy oil reserve countries. So they really need to try to control all of this and get as much as produced as they can without hurting the market. Well, when there's disruption in OPEC, it usually means prices fall. And they were holding it up, I think, based on looking at it erroneously. And then the UAE report is that they're really holding tough, and maybe the rest of these countries are going to be creating more oil, producing more oil, and all of a sudden you can see what's going on here is a reversal. Now that period of downside risk you can see right there is very significant because over the years it's never missed. I'm going all the way back here to, well, I don't even have all the yellow zones in there, but I can go way, way back over here, and you could see these yellow periods of risk. I'm just going to grab that right in there. That's where that came right there, and I'm just going to duplicate right there. That's where this came right in here. All of these periods where there was a nesting of those cycles, you get big declines in the oil market. So we're going back here all the way back to 2013. And where we are right now is getting into that period. So the oil market, which we thought could get up to about 78, got up here to about 77 and has stopped. And that looks to me like it's going to be an important peak in the energy market. And that period of downside risk is probably coming sooner rather than later when we look at that. Here is the important cycle, and here it really looks to me like a breakdown. Now, there is a possibility that this declining phase right over here, and you could see it how the declining phase here and here and here, that it's late and it's happening right here, and you'd get another rally and then it would roll over and fail. Or you're getting it already and that cycle actually was swamped and visible, and now it's breaking that low right over there. So either way you look at it, you have this engulfing or evening star, and it really looks like the top is in place at around $77 to me, and we have been positive on it. Now when I look at the important indicators in here, you see where this turned up on the momentum that was confirming this bottom, it's still pointing up, and it's going to take a little while for it to change the upward conditions. You can see the upward conditions right in here on the slim ribbon, the support right in the center of the slim ribbon, and now it's getting under it. So there's something is changing, and all of this green area here, it's been so strong that you couldn't even drop enough to get the buy signals in there. So light crude has been very strong. I think it is topping.